There's a quiet moment that every father remembers. It's not loud, it's not dramatic. It's that breathless second when you realize someone tiny and brand new just changed the meaning of your entire life. From that instant on, everything shifts. You see the world through smaller eyes and a larger heart. But here's what no one tells you: the greatest miracles of fatherhood rarely come wrapped in grand gestures. They live in the showing up, in the car rides you almost skipped, the late night talks when you were bone tired, the laughter that cuts through the noise of a long day. Those moments, ordinary to the world, are holy ground to a child. Fatherhood isn't a burden we carry, it's a blessing we live. Not a duty, but a daily miracle. Because every time a father shows up, again and again and again, he rewrites the story his children will one day tell about love, about strength, about what it means to be a man. This episode is about that reward, the one you don't post or frame or brag about, the one you feel when a child leans against your chest and finally exhales. The reward of showing up, the blessing of being a father. We live in a world addicted to recognition. Everyone's chasing a platform, a following, a highlight reel. But fatherhood operates on a different frequency, one the world doesn't often notice. The miracle isn't in the moment you're celebrated. It's in the moments no one sees. The 6 a.m. mornings when you lace up for work because people are counting on you. The quiet drive home where you decide to let go of your frustration so your kids get your best, not your leftovers. The bedtime story you read for the 10th time because their eyes light up every single time they hear it. That's where legacy is written, in the repetition of love. We underestimate those little things. We tell ourselves they don't matter, that no one notices, but your presence, your steady showing up, shapes the atmosphere of your home in ways you may never fully see. Kids don't remember every word we say, but they remember how it felt to have us there. The world tells men that impact means visibility, but fathers know impact means stability. And stability doesn't make headlines, it builds foundations. Every laugh you spark, every lesson you repeat, every hug that lasts 1 second longer than it used to, it's all a form of leadership. You are teaching your children what faithfulness looks like without ever saying the word. You're showing them that love isn't proved in one grand gesture. It's proved in 1,000 small ones. That's the miracle of fatherhood. The smallest acts become sacred because they carry eternal weight. They may not thank you now. They may not even notice. But one day, they'll realize what you were building all along. A place called home that never crumbled because you refused to stop showing up. Take a breath for a second. Think about the first time your child looked at you and smiled, really smiled, or the time they reached for your hand without saying a word. Those are the moments that reset a man. They strip away the noise, the stress, the endless chase for more, and remind us why we were made. Somewhere along the way, most of us forgot to pause long enough to feel it. We get busy fixing, providing, surviving, and we forget to notice the miracle that's already in our arms. So right now, wherever you're listening from, your truck, your shop, your kitchen, I want you to remember what a gift this role really is. You were chosen for this, chosen to shape a life, to model love, to be the first glimpse of steady in an unstable world. And yes, you'll mess up. You'll lose your patience, say the wrong thing, miss a moment you wish you could get back. But fatherhood isn't about getting every moment right. It's about coming back every single time. That's what your children remember, not perfection, pursuit. Every I'm sorry, every I'm proud of you, every I love you no matter what. Those words rebuild what mistakes tried to tear down. And as you keep showing up, something shifts inside you too. You start to realize that fatherhood is less about what you give them and more about what it draws out of you. Patience you didn't know you had, strength you never thought you need, compassion that surprises you. That's the renewal of fatherhood. It doesn't just raise children, it raises men. Here's the truth most men never hear enough, and listen closely. You're doing better than you think. You may not see the impact in the middle of the grind, but one day you'll realize that the smallest moments you gave away were the biggest moments of their lives. That's been my personal experience. The reward of showing up isn't found in applause or thanks. It's found in who you become along the way. The father who stays, the man who grows, the leader who loves without needing credit, that's the quiet revolution of fatherhood. Every time you choose presence over distraction, forgiveness over frustration, guidance over giving up, you push back against the darkness trying to convince men they don't matter. You prove that masculinity at its best is love with a backbone. That's the reward. Seeing your kids become kind, resilient, capable humans, knowing that you had a hand in shaping that. Watching them chase dreams with confidence because your words told them they could. Hearing your grown children repeat a phrase you thought they'd never noticed. Feeling the respect in their voice when they finally say, "Dad, I get it now." That's the reward. And you earn it one day at a time. So to every father listening this week, don't underestimate the ordinary. Slow down. Look your children in the eyes. Tell them you love them even if you said it yesterday. Because the reward of showing up isn't about being flawless. It's about being faithful. Faithful in the unseen. Faithful in the small things. Faithful in the calling that turns men into legends. Fatherhood is the greatest adventure a man will ever live, and the only one where the treasure isn't what you find, it's who you raise. If this message reminded you why fatherhood matters, please share it. Somewhere out there is a man who's quietly fighting the same battles you are, wondering if he's enough, wondering if what he does every day really makes a difference. Send him this episode. That simple act might be the spark that reminds him he's not alone. And if you haven't yet, please tap follow, like, and subscribe. That's how this movement grows, one story, one father, one family at a time. Every share keeps the message alive. Every follow adds another voice to the Brotherhood. And if you want to learn more about Fatherhood Reclaimed, you can go to our newly updated website, takingbackfatherhood.com. I'm Rob Davis, and this is Fatherhood Reclaimed. Stand up, step in, be present, because the movement continues.